Good afternoon, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. Guys, we are talking about Cardano ADA today. We got our ADA updates. Guys, please leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. If you already hit that subscribe button, leave 2 comments down below. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started, guys. And today, looking at the price, not really much to talk about here. Good news, Cardano has hit Coinbase regular. Done picked me up a nice fat stack of it, especially after all the FUD yesterday. It felt good buying that Cardano, to be honest. You know, it makes me feel like I take a piece of cake or a piece of pie and just, stuff it in a troll's face and just smush it all around every time I buy Cardano when they FUD. So that felt great. Let me know if you bought a big old stack yesterday like I did. And yeah, we are just feeling good. We are feeling amazing, even though the price is down. Go ahead and check my video I did earlier here. It has a little clip of Warren Buffett in there saying that, you don't listen to people when they're overly excited. You don't listen to people when they're overly depressed in the stock market. And also, you have to remain even keel to do well. That's just investing 101. We're not worried about price or anything like that. That is the last thing we talk about. That is the last thing we worry about. So you already know the spiel. Moving on. All right, so this is pretty awesome. This is pretty neat. Flare Networks considers integrating Cardano's ADA token. The majority of survey participants by Flare Networks vote in favor of integrating Cardano ADA as an F asset. Integration of ADA will allow decentralized trading of ADA with other cryptocurrencies that have received support as F assets. So, XRP's Ledger Utility fork, as Flare Networks is known, could add support for another cryptocurrency. Via Twitter poll, Flare Networks team asked if its community whether they should integrate Cardano's ADA as an F asset, and it looks like it won 82% to 17.1. However, with 5 days remaining, the community still has a chance to cast its opinion. So, what are the benefits of integrating Cardano into Flare Networks? Users of both platforms, Flare and Cardano, can receive many benefits from the integration. Flare's networks team envisions 7 use cases as example. One example is to supply ADA liquidity into Flare X so that there is a decentralized way to trade ADA pairs against other F assets. Also, applications built on Flare will using an EVM that aren't available on Cardano. Cardano is coming out with their own Ethereum virtual machine, but that is not available quite yet. As one user stated, Cardano is close to deploying smart contract functionality. Therefore, these interoperable use cases will serve as incentives to attract more Flare network users. I would agree. Cardano's smart contract platform Plutus is tentatively scheduled to be rolled out in Q2 2021. IOG will deploy this upgrade with a third hard fork combinator called Alonso after completing extensive stress testing on Plutus. Cardano's recent upgrades have reflected in ADA price. We already know it went up and now it's kind of like moving sideways. We get it. So if you don't know what Flare Networks is, apparently this is a way to allow coins that aren't on the Ethereum network to get integrated. Flare is the first Turing complete federated Byzantine agreement. It has been created to offer a new way to scale a network that allows smart contract trades without compromising the security by binding it to the price of a specific token. Currently, Flare Networks offers support for XRP, Doge, and Litecoin. In addition, at the end of February's Flare Networks team announced that it will provide support for XLM. So this is pretty awesome, guys. Being able to have another on-ramp into DeFi is never a bad idea. And interoperability with multiple chains is always a good thing as well. That's what Charles talks about ad nauseum. We already know he wants interoperability with Litecoin, Ethereum Classic. They're working on a Mantis client with them. Hopefully the Ethereum Classic guys come through on that, amongst others. Okay, so this is definitely bullish. Moving on. We're blazing through this today, guys. Yo, BlockFi CEO states that they will add Cardano. This is awesome. Meet Kevin here. I'm sure he's a Cardano fan now. That's pretty awesome. We've converted him. Yes, thank goodness. And he posted here, when will Cardano be added to BlockFi? If you don't know what BlockFi is, this is a site. This is a centralized DeFi liquidity provision site. So they're centralized, but you can go ahead and you can add your Bitcoin, you can add your Ethereum and other coins. You can provide liquidity to that platform and you get a fixed rate of return. So let's just say, I think right now you could get like 8% on your Bitcoin, you could get like 6% on your Ethereum, so forth and so on. Cardano is also in talks with Celsius, a similar platform, but instead of earning those coins, you could also earn Celsius tokens as your as your interest. So it's all pretty awesome. Let's take a look at this short video, about 10 seconds long, and you will hear it from the beast itself.
10 seconds. When are you going to add ADA?
As soon as we can.
Awesome. Great answer.
Great answer. I would agree. As soon as they can, I would expect that, we could have something, with BlockFi towards the end of the year. Once Alonzo Hard Fork gets in there, once we have some decentralized applications, I definitely see BlockFi coming to Cardano. That would be awesome. And we are just blazing through, guys. We were blazing through. So yesterday, Charles Hoskinson, a couple days ago, Charles Hoskinson did a keynote speech for the African conference. And he says that new deals will bring in millions of users into the ecosystem. I cannot wait, guys. Right now, we're still waiting on a date for the Africa special. Looks like there's been some hangups, some delays, dealing with these unstable governments. There's going to be a lot of, red tape and a lot of, double, triple, quadruple checking. I'm not worried one bit. I mean, Charles has delivered on everything he said that he was going to deliver. Have some things been delayed? Yes. But you know what? We got the Coinbase, we got the staking. We should be getting a listing or a tentative date for the Alonzo Hard Fork in about 11 days. So things are going as planned. Charles says we are at the cusp of deals and initiatives this year, which will bring millions of users through public-private partnerships into the Cardano ecosystem. This is also great. IOHK is currently working with local governments to integrate Alta Prism. That's their identity management solution in Ethiopia, Nigeria, Kenya, and other African countries. For a large group of people, for the first time in their lives, they will have a digital identity that can be linked to wallets, that also can be linked to payment systems, that also can be linked to property, that can enjoy rich metadata and other such things. So why is this? Why is this important? A lot of people are missing the point, guys. If you live in America or you live in a developed country, you have a thing called insurance. Let's just say, your car gets wrecked or something, or, you have a flood in your apartment. There's a thing called renter's insurance where you can get at least reimbursed for some of the items that you have, or if you get in a car wreck, you can at least get, a loaner to help you while your car's getting fixed. In these countries, they don't have that, or if they do have that, the premiums are extremely high and predatory. So we have Cardano coming in here to sort of even the playing field, to make sure that these folks who are disadvantaged, who lost the genetic lottery, they can have the same opportunities to protect their assets, to identify themselves wherever they are. Because, getting an ID in, the Congo somewhere, I'm sorry if there are any African people, listening here and I'm misrepresenting your country. I apologize. That's not my intention. But, if you're somewhere in a poor village in Africa, you probably don't have an ID. If you do have an ID, somebody could steal it. And then what? It's probably hard to get another one because, the infrastructure isn't there. We're trying to build these digital identity centers. We're trying to build this infrastructure so that they can rise from the ashes, right? Why Africa? What I can say is that we're in the final stages of a large government contract that will have multi-million users being onboarded into the platform for a real-world blockchain implementation. And then he goes on to say that China was a very poor nation with many systematic problems, but amongst the very specialized actors who truly understand what things are going, they realized that the changes in those systems had to be built up to a position where China in just a few short decades will become one of the richest, most powerful nations in the world. Similarly, when you look at the demographics of Africa, you can look at the generation that will take custodianship of the continent. Guys, we're going to be living in a world where, the third world, the less developed countries are going to be some of the most developed countries. And we can see in certain respects that, the developed countries are lagging behind in that aspect. And then finally, this was pretty awesome. We got another, rich person hating on Cardano. And that's good. That makes me want to buy more Cardano, guys. We have Max Kaiser here. I don't know if he's a billionaire or just some random journalist guy, but he says Cardano is centralized garbage, picking on Africa like some colonial extractive dictator. Bitcoin is decentralized, uncensorable, unconfiscatable money that is pushing back against the interlopers like ADA, other alts, and fiat money. Why is he coming after ADA like that? Could it be that he owns ADA and the price is too high for him to pick up some more? I think that could be the case. But then we have Hosk here replying, saying, Max, you're forgetting this tagline. I'm happy to pay for the help you need. PM me like you did, guys, when you asked for sponsor money. So he's coming back here, and you know what? All these people are flooding Cardano out of the woodwork. What does that sound like, guys? Does that sound a little bit like VeChain before it pumped? All this FUD, all these people spreading lies and just, dismissing Cardano. You know what? The funny thing is, we have people each and every day saying this stuff about fiat, saying this stuff about Bitcoin. Just flip the words. And, there's nothing new under the sun, guys. At the end of the day, there will be FUD at $32. I 100% guarantee it. Okay? All right, guys, that's all I have today. I know it was a very short video, not too much action-packed news in there, but we got the main headlines going. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you to our wonderful Patreon subscribers: AJ, Brick, Alec, House, Back Harris, Sergio, Lassie, Nielsen, The Fernline, Jeffrey, Ethan, AmericanHomeRemedies.com, Maryland for Crypto, Bruce Wayne, Fruz Den, Brady Adams, Joel Menes, Kyle Blotchy, CryptoSVT.si, Eric Parra, acting the voice for the people, HBD, SouthBay.com, Daniel A, Crypto Chemtrails, Climax ZH, Angela Schroyer, Craig Wadding, and DNC Vel. Thank you so much for your wonderful Patreon subscription, guys. Please hit that like button. If you've already hit that subscribe button, leave 2 comments down below. I love each and every one of you, and I will talk to you tomorrow with the VeChain updates. Goodbye.